Ever heard the one about the cat who walked into a bar? Neither have we, because cats prefer to keep their whereabouts a secret. But that doesn't mean they're antisocial, they're just misunderstood. Cats, the enigmatic creatures that they are, have often been labeled as aloof or antisocial. But let's pause for a moment and delve into their history. Our feline friends have a lineage that traces back to solitary wild ancestors. It's this wild heritage that, in part, shapes their behavior today. The solitary nature of their ancestors was a survival technique. It meant less competition for resources and a greater chance of survival. However, domestication has brought about a significant change in their behavior. Domestic cats, contrary to popular belief, have adapted to form social bonds and a flexible social structure. While it's true that they value their independence, they're also capable of forming dynamic relationships within their own kind. So the next time you see your cat seeking alone time, remember, it's not a snub. It's just them channeling their wild ancestors. Now let's address the elephant in the room, territorial behavior. In multi-cat households, what might appear as dominance is often a misunderstanding of territorial behavior. Cats are all about their personal space and resources. When these are encroached upon, conflicts can arise. It's not about being the top cat, it's about maintaining their personal space. Moreover, cats are as unique as we are. Their behaviors and reactions are shaped by their individual personalities and past experiences. Some cats may never become best buddies due to these differences, but given the right environment, they can coexist peacefully. And what about those unusual behaviors? Scratching furniture, avoiding the litter box, these aren't acts of rebellion. Rather, they're usually signs of distress or a need for attention. Understanding these behaviors and engaging with our cats can lead to a happier home for all involved. So next time you see a cat lounging around all day, remember, they're not lazy, they're just channeling their inner wildcat. Ever wondered why your cats fight over the same chair, even when there are plenty of other comfy spots around? It's not because they're trying to drive you crazy, it's all about territory. Now, you might be thinking, but I live in a 3-bedroom apartment, surely there's enough space for everyone. Well, in the feline world, it's more about the quality of the territory than the quantity. Your cat isn't just seeking a place to nap, they're looking for a spot that offers a good view of their surroundings, easy access to escape routes, and proximity to resources like food and water. That's why your cat's favorite spot might be that sunny windowsill or the top of your bookshelf. Cats are not inherently social creatures. Unlike dogs who evolved from pack animals, cats are descendants of solitary hunters. This means they value their personal space and resources, which can lead to conflicts in multi-cat households. It's not about dominance, it's about territory. So, how do we manage this territorial behavior to reduce conflicts and enhance peaceful cohabitation? The first step is to understand that each cat needs its own space and resources. This means separate litter boxes, feeding areas, and resting spots for each cat. And remember, these spots should be in different areas, not just different corners of the same room. Secondly, don't force interactions. Cats need time to adjust to each other's presence. Allow them to observe each other from a distance and gradually get used to sharing their environment. Lastly, engage with each cat individually. Play with them, groom them, and give them your undivided attention. This not only strengthens your bond with each cat, but also reduces potential feelings of competition. If you follow these tips, you'll see that your cats aren't really fighting for dominance. They're simply expressing their natural territorial behavior. And with a little understanding and patience, you can help them coexist peacefully in your shared home. Remember, your cats aren't fighting over that chair because they're jerks, they're just trying to stake their claim. When your cat scratches your favorite couch, it's not because they hate your interior design choices, they're simply speaking in cat. Welcome to the fascinating world of feline language, where actions speak louder than meows. Let's start with the infamous couch scratching. It might seem like your cat is purposely ruining your furniture, but in reality, they're marking their territory. Cats have scent glands in their paws, and when they scratch, they're leaving behind their unique scent, signaling to other cats, "This is my spot, respect it." Now, what about those times when your cat suddenly decides to boycott the litter box? This can be a sign of many things. It could be as simple as they dislike the type of litter you're using, or the box isn't clean enough for their high standards. However, it could also indicate a health issue, such as a urinary tract infection. So if your cat starts avoiding their litter box, it's always a good idea to consult your vet. That midnight sprint your cat does around the house, it's not just to keep you awake. Cats are crepuscular creatures, meaning they're most active during the dawn and dusk. These late-night zoomies are a way for them to burn off the energy they've stored up during their long daytime naps. And those sudden bites when you're petting them, that's not your cat being a jerk. They're simply telling you they've had enough. Cats have sensitive skin and can become overstimulated with too much petting, so when they give you a little nip, they're just saying, "Okay, that's enough for now. Thanks." Understanding your cat's language isn't always easy. After all, they're complex creatures with their own set of rules. But the more you learn about their behaviors, the better you can meet their needs, creating a happier and more harmonious home for you both. So next time your cat scratches your furniture, don't take it personally. They're just trying to tell you something. Think cats can't learn tricks or participate in activities like dogs do? Think again. We've all heard the saying, "You can't teach an old dog new tricks." But have you ever heard anyone say, "You can't teach a cat any tricks at all"? Well, it's time to debunk that myth. Cats, like our canine friends, are capable of learning and performing tricks. Yes, you heard that right. Your feline companion is not just a pretty face, but a ball of potential waiting to be unlocked. Now, before you start envisioning a cat walking on a tightrope, let's manage our expectations. Cats aren't circus animals, and their training is more about building a bond and understanding their behavior than it is about showcasing their talents. But with a little patience and the right approach, you can indeed teach your cat to give a high five, to come when called, or even to play fetch. The key to this lies in positive reinforcement. Unlike dogs, who are often motivated by praise and affection, cats typically respond better to tangible rewards like their favorite treat or a special toy. Start small, with easy tricks like sitting or pawing at a toy on command. Use a clicker or a specific sound to signal that they've done the right thing, immediately followed by a reward. Over time, your cat will associate the sound with the reward, and voila, you're on your way to having a trained cat. But why bother training your cat at all? Besides the obvious entertainment value, training your cat can actually strengthen your bond with them. It provides mental stimulation for your cat, helping to keep their mind sharp and active. It can also be a great way to address behavioral issues and build mutual trust and respect. So the next time you find yourself marveling at your dog's new trick, remember, your cat is equally capable of learning and performing tricks. It's not about turning them into show animals, but about understanding their behavior, meeting their needs, and strengthening your bond with them. With a little patience and understanding, you might just find that your feline friend is more than capable of learning new tricks. So are cats really the antisocial, furniture-destroying, territory-obsessed creatures they're often made out to be? Well, let's take a moment to rewind through our feline journey. We dove into the intriguing world of cats, busting myths and unmasking truths about our whiskered companions. We discovered that cats, contrary to popular belief, aren't solitary antisocial beings. They have a complex social hierarchy, inspired by their wild ancestors, yet shaped by their domestic environment. We learned that cats are not aloof, rather they are masters of communication, using a language of subtle body movements and vocalizations. So, when Mr. Whiskers is swishing his tail or meowing at the crack of dawn, he's not being a nuisance. He's trying to tell you something. That scratch on your beloved leather couch, it's not your cat being a jerk, it's a cry for help, a sign of distress, or perhaps a declaration of, "Hey, this is my space." Cats are territorial by nature, valuing their own space and resources, and when these are threatened, conflicts can arise. But remember, even in multi-cat households, felines can coexist peacefully with a little management. Yes, they might not always be best friends, but they can certainly tolerate each other's company without turning your living room into a wrestling ring. And let's not forget about their incredible bonding potential. Cats are not just independent creatures who could not care less about their human companions. In fact, they can form deep, meaningful bonds with humans. They can even learn tricks and participate in activities, thereby strengthening their relationship with us. So, when you see your cat exhibiting a behavior that seems antisocial or destructive, remember it's not out of spite. It's a manifestation of their unique personality, their needs, or their feelings. So there you have it. Cats aren't jerks, they're just misunderstood. And with a little patience and understanding, we can learn to appreciate their unique quirks and behaviors. After all, that's part of what makes them so irresistibly lovable.